For some time I started to study dementia. I have a friend, or a former friend, or a still friend, I'm not sure. He is in a hospice, is in a zombie state. His mental health declined within a couple of years. It seems that the medical system is just keeping these people into sort of a storage, waiting for them to die. Is like no treatment, no cure for this thing. And it's very sad to see those people in wheelchairs or in bed not being able to do stuff. And the doctor just apply procedures. They have jobs to do, they have families to feed, and they rely on some science, made up science based on observations and all that stuff. So they put these people in a box of other people that receive the same type of procedures and treatments. It's like you go to a physiotherapy and they look at you and say, okay, you have some muscle pain, yeah, we'll give you these exercises, but they don't look at x-ray, they don't look at your diet, your unique features of your body, maybe genetics, anything else. No, just okay, you have elbow pain, you have to go through this physiotherapy, these exercises and procedures. Same thing with these patients. Doctors have a scale. I learned that they use a scale how to grade these dementia patients, how to put them into different boxes according to the stage. I saw patient is trying to get off the chair, the wheelchair, and the alarm starts sound like a beep 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 beep, and the nurse, it's a white chick. By the way, Filipino nurses are awesome. It's like I don't know, maybe they are good at pretending, but compared to the white nurses, huge difference. So the white nurse comes in and, I told you, don't get off the chair. And the old guy, barely understanding what's going on, but I want to go upstairs. Something. There's no upstairs in that building, but yeah, he thinks he goes upstairs, and the nurse push him down because the alarm is making a sound. So they keep these guys in a wheelchair, if they have wheelchair, if they are not bed bound. And just a sec, I'm still driving. And it's prison in a prison, and in the prison. I'll give you my perspective just in case you are new to this type of stuff and you have a loved one who is at the beginning of this brain damage, mental decline. So these people are trapped into a prison. It's a modified reality with limited power of altering the reality. So in your case, if you're a healthy person, you have a reality that you can modify. So let's say I have this fruit, and I can squeeze it, I can destroy it, I can take the juice out of it, I can eat it, and in my reality things can change because of the power of my thoughts. So my thoughts lead to some actions. So you modify and you start making a new reality. You want to meet different friends to change your reality, to feel loved, or to have a conversation or something. I want to watch a YouTube to watch some air crashes that if you have a sick mind, then you select on YouTube because you know airplane crash, you know how to type. But these people realize that over the time that they lose ability to modify their reality. And it's like, okay, I'm sitting here with a very limited power of changing my life. And that's a prison. Does it make sense? Now, over the time, because you are stripped from your power of modifying your reality because of different reasons. Let's say you do something silly and they put you in a jail because you forgot to something, or you did something silly, you forgot something, and they put you into a mental institution, or your family start restraining your freedom, like restraining you, keeping you in a house because you keep forgetting stuff. Now your freedom is much limited, and now you cannot enjoy the reality of life on earth, which require freedom of action and thinking. Imagine that you are in a communism and they restrict your thinking, or imagine that you have a spouse who is bullying you and making you execute his or her plans and dreams, but where are your dreams? Imagine that you get employed by a company and days later you realize that you have no freedom and you can't quit the job because it's hard for you to find a job for survival. So that's another prison. And these people, it seems that they go from prison to prison. I study this type of stuff, and is a battle inside. If you have a loved one who is like that, who been from prison to prison, who had a trauma in a childhood, which is very common with these people who suffered of dementia, who been into a abusive relationship and stuff, those people wear out their brain power much faster than people who find happiness. Did I make a point? So you must find a way to feel connected and fulfill your life dreams, or achieve stuff that makes you happy, work in a workplace that makes you happy, find relationship that make you happy. Why? Because you're not wasting your neuron and your life force that animates your, not only your body and thinking, but also your immune system and other health, keeping you healthy. So freedom is very, very important. When you see people suffering from lack of freedom, those people go into depression, they go into other type of mental condition, which can lead later to other type of health issues like cancer. Lots of people get into cancer and they don't know why. They think it's the diet, they think it's the chemicals in the water, they think it's some other poisoning stuff. But when they go to the chemotherapy or other therapies and they come out clean of cancer, 5 years later they get cancer again. Why? So even they change diet because they got a scare, they change diet, they go into a cancer again because they did not change right here the way of thinking. Okay, so now go back to dementia patients. They start realizing that they cannot use the thinking power. They try to remember, and it's very important to have a good memory, because you need to retrieve items or information from your database, from your memory, in order to modify your future reality. You want to open the door, but you forgot the keys. Where the heck you put the keys? You forgot the code for something. You forgot the passwords for something, so you cannot access the internet or your email right away, and get you very frustrated. you forgot the names of your friends. I forget I forget a lot, which I don't give a shit. If you have memory issues, and if you type in memory and you see on YouTube dementia related videos, and you say, oh fuck, I got into dementia, I am so, and they tell you dementia starts 20 years before. That's fucking bullshit. It's true. I'm not saying it's total bullshit, but it's bullshit in most cases. So with age, you start losing memory, ability, and stuff. And if you have stressful life, so if you are loaded with stress and your mind is going, yeah, you lose memory because your life force is being distributed differently, and your brain, as a using this term neuroplasticity, is reconfiguring itself to keep you alive. So some functions are not very important for your survival, and the brain is rewiring according to functions that you use the most to maintain this, like a life force balance, the number of available neurons and stuff. So if you are a forgetful person, doesn't mean you are going to die of dementia. My dad used to be forgetful, and he went out of this world when he was like 84 or 5, but not because of dementia. No, it was a different thing. So I'm saying you can have memory issues even when you're 40, 50. You start noticing that eyes, you have some problems with your eyes, vision. Doesn't mean that your brain is fucked, or you start hearing, or not hear, like losing your hearing. By the way, headphones off. Okay, and you think, wow, my brain, I have some brain damage. You start reading, and some bullshit videos pop on the YouTube or the internet because the AI is suggesting shit and make you concerned. Oh yeah, I'm losing brain power. You see, it starts with a hearing loss or something, but maybe you'll work into a factory or something where there's loud environment, or maybe you listen to these earbuds, the Apple crap earbuds, for 15 years because you wanted to be cool and you wanted to plug in those things which have a noise cancelling, and I'm telling you, noise cancelling is going to mess up your stuff. Even it appears that you mute the sounds outside, but it's adding an extra sound to cancel out the sound that comes from outside. So you have double sounds, 3 more dB or something like that, louder, but the brain does not detect is louder, so you mess up some stuff inside. Yep. And you have hearing loss, and you need to turn those things. But it's not related to your brain damage. It's just your brain is rewiring for the new situations, new conditions of your environment. So louder life, that means the brain starts muting some stuff. Doesn't mean or maybe the brain does not need the hearing at certain frequencies. Anyway, so not everything you hear or see on internet is true for your particular situation. So you need to go to a number of doctors' investigation. Not one doctor say, oh, yeah. Because what I noticed, I went to some walk-in clinic for different things, like a back pain and stuff, and they have a computer with questions, like a program software with the questions, and they ask you questions. Are you doing that and that? Then they go is like, if you suffer, if you answer yes on this one, they take you to the next one. What you answer on that, they take you to another one. So they have a logical scheme that, based on that, provides some answer to the doctor. Of course, doctor has to have his own input, but it's becoming no more real medicine, all days medicine. It's just like trying to be automated. Maybe in a couple of in the next 20-30 years you will be able to uh, write your own prescriptions based on some sort of a AI system that is checking you, testing your blood and stuff. You go to a lab and you just put your finger into a hole and they give you all graphs. So yeah, you have this and that and that and that. Okay, then a prescription comes out. Where is the fucking doctor? Oh, we don't need doctors. we we have the AI doing the best jobs possible. We have judges AI. Anyway, so dementia. Back to dementia. Don't forget. You think I memory loss? No, 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 no. Okay, I jump all over the place, but I leave bookmarks. And so these people suffer already, and they are being put in the prison. Let's say at home care. It's still the guy wants to get out, but the wife or the kid is locking the door, and the guy does want to get out because that's the nature of the human being, want to be free, explore. But no, daddy, you got lost last time and we had to call the cops to find you. You got lost. No, 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 you are not going out today. And you suffer, and it's building up frustration which wears out your life force. So these patients over the time, when they if they are like those docile people, yeah, say, yeah, you know what, I'm fucked, I'm going down. That's I am at peace with the idea that, you know, I'm suffering. And they put me in a room with TV. I sit there, and I realized like 2 years earlier, like some time ago, I had better memory, and now I start pooping myself or something. Yeah, it's so at first it's nasty. It's a really nasty feeling to see that you cannot take care of your body. But you get used to it. That's the human nature of the mind. It's adaptive. People who cannot adapt, they suffer more. But those who are like a zombie stage, you know what? Yeah, I got used to it. Yeah, my wife or my kid or the nurse, yeah, she's wiping my bowls, yeah, because it kind of stinks. But after a while, they lose even the sense of smell. Depends, and they get used to it. They watch TV, and it's a new lifestyle that is slowly changing. So the change is not too dramatic. So it's not like wow. Yesterday I was able to feel the poop that came out, and it was not. And today, oh, doesn't smell anymore, and I lost my eyesight. Oh, okay, I'm fucked. No, 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 it's not like that. It's very progressive, so the mind gets used. It's like it doesn't even realize unless the person still have some memories, or and if you trigger their previous memory, you might not do them good, because they might think, you know what, I'm in a state that I can't do much, and I used to do this. So I visited my friend, and I showed him some adventures that he used to do on a daily basis. Depend on the weather, but really intense stuff, really intense stuff. And I showed him some pictures from very similar but my own adventure, and he was smiling like he remembered the area. It's like let's say you went to these mountains long time ago, very often, and now you are incapable of doing that, but someone shows you, so you might get some good feelings. It's like I kind of know, yeah, I kind of know, or it looks good, and maybe you forgot that you've done. But most people, they if they have this strong memory, they kept repeating, so they have memory association with lots of events. So even they forgot about one event, but the same time activity, let's say climbing rocks, is connected to other activities, to this person. So climbing rocks associated with some accident, climbing rocks associated with nature, climbing rock associated with helicopter rides today or driving there. So climbing rocks adventure is in multiple memories. So if they lost half of the memories, they still have some. So when you see the climbing rocks aspect of from your database, they connect and I kind of remember. But some people get jealous. They say, "Oh yeah, shit, yeah, I can't do much," and they realize they decline because they try to use this tool, which is the brain and the brain part. They try to use it and they try to retrieve some data and use it as a tool, and it doesn't work. It's so frustrating to have you have a body and you want to use your legs and you can't use the legs. But you get used to it. So it's a declining thing, and even the brain. If I look at this person brain, I don't know if maybe he was always like that. The the skull, it's small. It's not big. It's like the human. See here, it's a lot of forehead, but he's. And I read that the bigger the brain, the skull can host a lot of brain. The less severe the dementia symptoms are, because the brain have some backup neurons. They can be reused for some other things. But if the person doesn't do much, so let's say during the dementia the person doesn't exercise the brain power or the body, it's just a zombie there because the nurses or the family keeps them a zombie. Yeah, the neuroplasticity function does or aspect, it's not working. It's just like you don't push the brain to work to do something. So because if you don't use it, you lose it. So it's important to keep these people active as possible. So another thing is, if the person was a sinner, this is spiritual stuff. If the person was a sinner, like was a bad person, ugly at mind, hateful, stealing stuff, beating others, or bully or whatever, it's very common to see these people dying in pain, like having a disease that leads them to pain and suffering. The last some people suffer 2 more years till they die, 1 year. Some people end up on bed with these pressure wounds and still suffering there, or